Baby sleeping, mama sleeping, everybody's sleeping. So now we be creeping. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are having a sensational day out there. Thank you so much for being here today. We are diving back into the band Low. We're going to listen to the next track off of their album, Hey What's, which is going to be All Nights off their album, Hey What's, released 2001. I know I just stumbled there. 13th studio album. Listening to this track because it was recommended and sponsored by Yurku Floor. So Yurku Floor, thank you so much for the recommendation as well as the support. Really appreciate that. We had covered the first two tracks on this album, and it really got my attention. And I mean, perfect timing. Yurku has allowed us to listen to the next track. So let's go ahead and do so. Pulling it up right now, All Night. I'm going to play the end of I Can Wait and then just kind of let that lead into this track because this was the past two songs were really interesting. And I'm kind of curious to see where this goes and how it progresses. So I Can Wait. Here we go. That is super interesting. It's like some of the sounds are washed up, some are distorted. It's like glitchy and drowned out, and the sound is faded and pitched around, reversed a little bit.
Don't hide your secrets safe inside. I see a shadow in your eyes, confined, held up and trapped behind it. I try to be so quiet all night.
This sounds like the culmination of the previous two tracks. Such an interesting mix that's happening right here. It's very like electronically psychedelic. And that super heavily filtered guitar just punching. It's so interesting,
You
though.
fought the adversary. It was no ordinary fight. All night, all night.
interesting how it's a grunge kind of sound, but just so electronically filtered and put through these things. It's blowing out. Heavy is this section. It's so blown out heavy. Here's your transition to the next track. How interesting is this whole album up to this point? So I love how All Night, at least to me, feels like the culmination and the climax and the kind of resolution building up from the previous two tracks from White Horses and I Can Wait. It feels like All Night is like that peak, basically, as that thump comes in, giving it a little bit more of a body structured rhythm there, something very deep, like to kick in and just drive it. The amount of electronic distortion, digital psychedelia that's happening in here, and all the filters, the pads, all of the different things that the guitars are passing through in here just make this such a psychedelic ride. Like, can I tell you? I'm gonna try something really quick. We're gonna see if this works. But it's so interesting how heavy as well the sound is. Like, for example, the ending breakdown to me kind of sounds like a heavy grunge guitar driven kind of sound, except here, of course, much more psychedelic and dreamy. And I think that their brand so far, like in this track, how heavy it is when that guitar came through, because it is crushing in a certain way. It's crushing and kind of just like suffocating. But the contrast of the dreaminess of the vocals and some of those melodies is really interestingly done and very well done. And I think that that's what's making this such an interesting listen. You know, when I covered the first song, because that's what was requested, but I had to listen to the second song to see a little bit more context. This is kind of similar, you know, just with how they draw you in so well. Listen, I'm going to show you what if these two things line up. Hold on, don't play it. I want you guys to be surprised. All right, so let me skip here. You'll see what I'm doing. I think that perhaps these might fit. Hopefully I don't get copyright issues with this. Okay, here we go. Let me pull the song up again. We're going to hear it. Okay. All right. Oh, it's like this. It's like this. Right? Okay, you gotta admit, hold on, let me pull it off. I gotta exit, hold on. You gotta admit, it kind of lines up because there's something very dreamy about it, very out of this world about it. But at the same time, because of, to me, those crushing notes, there's a little bit of a sense of paranoia. There's a sense of the walls kind of closing in little by little. There's a sense of claustrophobia that's being built in the music. But at the same time, especially at the very end of the song, you know, when I didn't mean to play it right then and there, it cuts off. Like here, right? It's building up, building up, building up. And then, as these walls are collapsing in, we're free. And it allows us to fill our lungs again open with air. So I just thought of, I don't know why I thought of Willy Wonka the boat scene there. But like that's what I think of, you know, the colors of everything, how dazzling it is, how psychedelic it is, slightly horrific, slightly anxious, but at the very end, hope-filled and free. And I just really like the way that the track was structured. Now, I'm really enjoying my listen of the songs on this album. They're very, very interesting. All night, you fought the adversary. It was no ordinary fight. In flight, inferring on the silence, I tried to make my mind add up. So, getting no response, just trying to infer perhaps what the other person means or infer the other response, but not getting anything from silence. So you're trying to make up your own theories as what's going on. I tried to make my mind add up, but did it add up? Don't hide your secrets safe inside. I see a shadow in your eyes. Come find, held up and tripped behind it. I tried to be so quiet. All night, you fought the adversary. It was no ordinary fight. Whoever she's singing about had a fight against something or someone or, a metaphor. And she says, don't hide your secrets safe inside. And I see the shadow in your eyes. I see the battle that you've been fighting. I see the hardships that you've been enduring. But don't worry, your secret's safe with me. Maybe they lost the fight. Maybe they're still fighting the fight, whatever that might be. But it's okay. She's here singing as a support. Come find, held up and tripped behind it. I tried to be so quiet. Perhaps she was trying to be quiet. As she said, her secret's safe, but maybe in some capacity she spilled the beans. But maybe she thought she was helping, but I don't know. Maybe it formed a ridge or a rift, rather, in the relationship. That's just like what I'm kind of inferring or kind of getting out of it. Something like that. But how it relates to the song title of All Night, maybe the battle took place all night, whatever that battle may represent. I don't know. But it's really cool music. And I'm just really enjoying the sound of the band. Because to me, I can't speak, but it sounds completely unique to me. So let me know what you guys thought, of course, of the track in the comments down below. Yerky Flora, thank you so much for the sponsorship, for the recommendation. Really, really appreciate the continued support. So much for that. Hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will speak with you all tomorrow. Bye.